and welcome to the Bougie Sports Podcast. I'm Yvette, fan of the 10-5 Cleveland Browns. Oh my God, can you believe it? Merry Christmas, everyone, or happy day after Christmas. I am so happy that we are over Christmas. Yes, moving on. Thank you guys for watching. As usual, this is going to be the last Bougie Sports Podcast of the year. I can't believe it. We're going to be heading into 2024, baby. And heading into 2024 with, if I haven't said this already, the Cleveland Browns are 10, 2 fingers, and 5, 1 finger. Oh, wait, rewind that. 10, 2 hands, and 5, 1 hand. Cleveland Browns. Today's guest I have with me, Luigi, my friend, fellow fantasy football nerd, Vanderpump Rules hater, Buffalo Bills supporter, out of New York.
I love this bit that you do, that you act all ditzy, but I know that you are smart as can be. And this was all just a big act. You play to the bit.
Yes.
I know that you have 16 years of college.
Exactly. Are you talking about the hands to fingers thing?
That was all a bit. That was such a perfect mishap that you did just to play up the character. That is real commitment. That is real commitment to the craft there.
You're exactly right. I just didn't go off the cuff right there, and that this didn't happen, because that was totally rehearsed. Yeah. Sup? I'm so happy that you're here.
I know. It's been a while since I've been able to join you, or you've been able to join me. Yeah. So yeah, it's been a while. We're doing the crossover this week. I'm doing yours, and you're
crossing. Oh, look at that. We're crossing over paths.
Yeah, I'm doing your podcast. You're doing mine. Look at this. We're just it's a budding love, really. It truly
is. We're just, that's what it is, tag team back again. Anyways, if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel at bougiesports.com. While you're at it, you can go ahead and subscribe to the Fantasy Football Nerds Analyst, what's the name of it? The Nerds for Herds?
Man, you are the best host. Analytics are for the Nerds podcast. Me, Ellie Brady, Ryan Mira. We're on every Wednesday normally. This week we're going to be on Thursday doing our end of the year podcast with the likes of you and many other people that we've had on the year. So it's a let's finish 2023 the right way type of week, right?
I'm on it. Let's do it. Louis' podcast, he's absolutely hilarious. Ali, I've been on it before, and they're so funny. So definitely check that out for sure. What else? I wanted to make sure I get in all my stuff here. I said YouTube channel. Squad Pod will be back on next week, every other Tuesday. And we can just jump into that whenever we have to jump in it. Let's start off with the 2 hands, 10, 5. Looking around. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. So and I'm not with a Browns fan, believe it or not. Browns. All right, let's just start off with this from someone who is not a Cleveland Browns fan. Give me your perspective of the Cleveland Browns in this 2023 season.
It's so stupid. It's so dumb, and I mean, it dumbly impressive. I mean, it really. Everything that has happened, in the beginning of the year, we talked about your team, and I think I told you then I wasn't super optimistic, just because not so much of all the drama that was going around Deshaun, and I just didn't love his career path, and what he was doing, going to Cleveland, and just how that system worked for him, and then just everything that has come about. I mean, Joe Flacco just having like a recharge in his career right now is just insane. They lose Chubb, they lose Watson. Like it's really impressive. what they're doing. I think I'm not going to sit here and try to hurt you right out of the gate.
Just do it.
Blow up like first week of playoffs where they're just gonna, finally someone's gonna come in and their luck is gonna run out. But I don't know. I mean, the defense is great. Flacco is Mr. MVP in January. Like, I don't know. I would be excited if I was a Browns fan right now. Not as excited as I would be if I was a Bills fan. But
I mean, okay, well, whatever. We'll get to you, okay? But first of all, my show, Browns baby. You mentioned two people, Deshaun Watson and Nick Chubb, when you talked about injuries. That's just minimal. We've had way more injuries. Our whole offensive line is almost out. So that's just another aspect to this wonderful, amazing Browns team, super team, Cardiac Kids 2.0. Winners. Can you believe that? We're winning. And with ex-Raven quarterback Joe Flacco, who came 8 months later off his couch, and that would be our fourth quarterback of the year. And this is where we're at, looking for a playoff spot. What do you I think we're going to hit that. I think if we win next week, we are getting that spot. And that's the last time we've been in the playoffs since 2020.
Yeah.
How you like them?
Hey, listen, I would have not had them as and I've liked them over the past few years, even before the Watson thing. I mean, I like the defense, but yeah, it looks real this year. As far as I don't see a way that they don't make it right now. I'm trying to look to see if I can find their current odds, but I know that they are pretty much a lock right now. And if you have Joe Flacco, I mean, how are you not going to make it,
I mean, if someone told me at the beginning of the year that the Browns are going to the playoffs, but you're not going to have Nick Chubb, Deshaun Watson is definitely not going to be your quarterback. Actually, nobody that's on your team right now is going to be your quarterback.
Yeah.
But you will make it to the playoffs. I'd be like, you're crazy. But here we are, and all those things have happened. Yeah, did you watch the game? Did you watch the Browns game?
I did catch some of the Browns game here this week. I did not catch all of it, but I unfortunately saw more than I wanted to.
Do you have Amari Cooper or Joe Flacco on any of your side?
No,
football?
I've been a Cooper believer in most of the leagues where I would have had him. They were already eliminated. I mean, that's the one thing that kind of with Cooper in fantasy, where he's really turning everything on the head this week by having this game, is that, most teams that are still in the playoffs or still in best ball tournaments or whatever aren't, didn't have a lot of Coopers on him because he hasn't had the most productive year. So now when a guy like that if you could sneak him on to a productive team and you started him this week, I mean, you're.
These are the exact reasons why I was telling somebody that the person that does good all year in fantasy is never the person that wins the league, because of things like that, like your league mate who had Amari Cooper all year, who didn't produce until it came to when you needed them to produce, and then they produce and then you lose. That's what happens. That's why you got to stack those people. Do you think it's more Joe Flacco that gave Amari Cooper more value? Or do you just think it took Amari Cooper a little bit time to?
Honestly, it's baffling to me. I am not the big, I've definitely loved what he's done in the playoffs, and I know he's went on some amazing runs when he was with the Ravens. But I always thought he was like a systematic quarterback. I never really truly believed in his skill level and what he is doing. Like you said, a year into retirement, it's kind of like, we talked about this before the episode. I'm turning 40 in a week and a half. You get to a certain age, and what the fuck do you have to lose anymore? Like, he's probably just like, you know what? This is all I got. I'm going to fling the ball around. Who cares if I lose? No one's expecting that I'm going to do great. And he's bringing this winning challenged franchise to the playoffs. It's a cool story. It really is. If my Bills weren't probably going to be in the playoffs right next to them, they would be. And because of you, I think I would be rooting them on because it's fun. But unfortunately,
because of you.
yes, yeah.
Because of you.
Those are actually the exact words. I can't believe you nailed it like that.
I know. I know the words. I just didn't want to say it, I didn't want to show off my intelligence again, Speaking of intelligence, Josh Allen. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't really know I just wanted to, go into Josh Allen a little bit.
Yeah.
What happened to the Bills? I think I'm glad to see them, getting some steam back. But I mean, for a second, it was kind of nice. Okay, let me just say this as a Browns fan and give you a little perspective of the Browns fans. Okay, we always had this kind of like cousin relationship. Don't you agree with the Bills? Like where we were kind of like, we get you, you know what I mean? Until you guys had Josh Allen and started getting good. And I'll just speak for myself. And I really wasn't rooting for the Bills as much because, you guys are getting good. You can't really like you anymore. And then this year, especially coming, before the season, that all, there's some quarterbacks that are just, put on platforms to be heroes of the NFL. My quarterback was not. Quarterback was. But especially was because like all people, he has to go through the ups and downs and get dragged. Like, that's what people like to do to people. And that's what happened to Josh Allen. So it was, I don't know. I didn't like to see him getting dragged like that, but in a way it was like, go ahead.
The thing with the Bills is, and it's so easy to do this, like from a far perspective anywhere else where you're not really watching the games, you're not really digging into the team itself and I've kind of stayed true to this all year. They've been the same team that they were week one that they are right now. They've always been a really good football team. There was a couple, things that didn't go their way luck wise and things like that in the beginning of the year. There was some really weird stuff that happened. Obviously, Ken Dorsey wasn't the best offensive coordinator to be here, and there was some friction there with him and Allen and McDermott. So, like, there was just a lot of weird stuff going on, and they found ways to lose some goofy games, but it never worried me. I never didn't think that we weren't going to be in the spot. I still sit here 2 weeks out of the end of the regular season thinking that they'll still beat the Dolphins for the division. They're a really good football team, and Allen got a little bit of hate early on in the year because of the interceptions and turnovers and stuff. But these things were, 5 or 6 of his interceptions were just like on 3rd and 15 or 3rd and 16 or at end of the half where he's just throwing up long balls just to try to be the hero, not caring about like his stats, just saying, hey, like the only thing we can do is throw up an 80-yard bomb and try to get a pass interference or something. So his numbers looked a little bit different than what they really were, but he's the best quarterback in the league. That sounds like
I think Joe
it
Flacco
sounds like a homer
Joe
take.
Flacco might have something to say about
Oh, come on.
Imagine that. I was going to say Pat Mahomes, but Pat Mahomes sucks now because he has 2 or 3 bad games. But
I still think my boy's the best, and that's not even the homer take. It's just when you look at overall just game changing ability, it's him. And I would even say I know somebody else you probably hate would even be up there, and that's Lamar Jackson. Yeah,
and here is it: Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, both in the same quarterback class, along with Baker Mayfield. The year we took Baker Mayfield,
who's also having a little bit of a career renaissance. How do you feel about that? I don't. How were you?
Why do I care?
I just don't know. I didn't know how you were on Baker when you had him, because I don't think you and I have talked about it a lot. So, did you were you a Baker fan when he was here? Or
of course I was. Drinking the Baker Kool-Aid, man. I was. I loved him. I loved his spirit. I loved everything that he was about. I loved him I wanted to draft him that year. I didn't want Josh Allen because I thought Josh Allen wasn't Cleveland. I thought Baker Mayfield was Cleveland. Like as far as I thought Josh Allen was boring, and I don't know. So I was happy when we did take Baker Mayfield, and I was even more happy when I seen his piece after he got drafted and how humbled he was to be drafted by the Cleveland Browns. That just he won my heart that day. Like there's just I don't know. Like he answered the phone and everything, and it's real. You can't make it up. And I'm like, that's real emotion. And how he came, and he really wanted to win, and he had that spirit. And so I loved it. And how he left was whatever. I don't know. It's not my. I don't make those decisions. I don't.
I have a lot of respect for any white boy that can do the Dougie, and his dancing skills are right up at par with mine. So I'm a fan.
I know it. Hey, do you think Josh Allen or Baker Mayfield's more Cleveland?
Now knowing them a little bit more, I think Josh would fall into. I think you guys would love him in Cleveland too. I think Baker's a little bit too cool for both Buffalo and Cleveland. Like Baker's kind of a cool ass dude. I like Baker. Like in Florida makes more sense for Baker. Josh is a big nerd, man. Like I love him to death. Josh fits Buffalo and Cleveland. Like he is.
Josh Rosen.
Josh Rosen was the other one, and that kid was
horrible.
Yeah,
it was him. That was a great class. Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen,
Rosen, Darnold, and Lamar. Even Darnold, I don't think is dead. Yesterday he came in that game a little bit.
Oh my God, how he could be fit Sam Darnold? He was even.
I don't think he's dead. I think Sam Darnold. You put Sam Darnold in that 40. If Purdy got hurt week 1 and you put Darnold in that offense, I bet you he's just as productive, if not better, than Purdy. It's just I think that's more of a system thing than anything. But I don't think Darnold was as bad as he's looked in his career, and I think he's got the bad shaft of things.
You talked about Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy could not close it down for the 49ers last night.
It was ugly.
And my, arch rival, Lamar Jackson. Every time he shows his face, I'm like, I hate him. Are the Ravens that good? Am I just not I just have my blinders on, Am I seeing with rose-colored glasses at the AFC North, and the only thing I see is brown and orange, and I'm not looking at the Ravens as a threat when I should be, because the 49ers, I don't know. Or the 49ers just a fraud?
I think Baltimore's got to be better than anyone's given them credit for. They're going to be the number 1 seed in a really tough conference. But there is kind of always a fraud feeling with them, right? Like they haven't won the big game in Lamar's career. Mm-hmm. Talking about me specifically as a Bills fan, like McDermott has played him so well throughout his career that that does not worry me at all. If we have to play them anywhere in the playoffs, like McDermott's made him look pedestrian each time he's played him. And you would think that more people would copycat. It's such a copycat league. You think more people would learn from what McDermott's done, but you got to give him credit. These are the best wide receivers and best skill sets that he's had in his career with Beckham and Flowers and Bateman, and then even some secondary guys. I know Andrews got hurt, but likely has stepped in and
J.K. Dobbins. Well, he's a running back, but J.K. Dobbins got hurt, because I was thinking about that too. I'm like, did the Ravens take any big injuries? And then I remember that right at the beginning of the year they lost J.K. Dobbins too. Right, I think around this time we lost Nick Chubb.
Yeah, it was before the year, so they lost him.
That wide receiver core is that good. See, I'm not a really huge fan of Rashad Bateman and Zay Flowers, and don't even get me started on Odell Beckham. So I don't know what it is. I think it's just the new coach. I don't know what it is that makes the Ravens so good. Maybe it's Lamar Jackson.
Lamar is. I will always feel like Lamar is a little bit underrated in a league where I don't even want to say in a league, in a world where racism is still kind of a thing. I just feel like that's always going to be a thing. That when he came out of college, everybody wanted to say he was a running back or a wide receiver just because he was a mobile black quarterback, and the guy has been I've always kind of rooted for him because of that. And he is showing that he's an elite quarterback in the league. And, the fact that people were even mentioning that he shouldn't play quarterback in the league had nothing to do with anything but, racial undertones. So I've been a big fan of his. I love that he's had a successful career. He's got to win the big game. I mean, they're going to go in. This is the first time that they're going to go in as the number 1 seed. And so.
Wait, that's not said and done, is it?
It's pretty much. I mean, it's pretty much.
2 more games. How many more games do we have?
2 more weeks. So yeah, there's like a 12% chance that the Dolphins could, I think, and then that's it. I think that's pretty much said and done. That they are going to be the number 1 seed.
Yeah. All right, let's change. I mean, we talked a little bit about that. Do we have anything else to talk about? Where'd you go?
Am I gone?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hold on.
I mean, I can hear you, but I just see like.
Oh, I know what I did. Sorry. I hit hold on. Why is it not?
I know what you're doing. You're just faking like your intelligence. You're really smart. This is all a big production.
There we go. Sorry.
There you are.
You know what? It's the day after Christmas. I took a gummy around noon, and I'm a little bit lost. That's all.
Well, I'm glad you're back. Welcome back. Well, Liz, the year is wrapping up. Can you believe it? Oh my God. Now, I don't know what's going on. Now you're going all over the place.
I know. I'm trying to plug my thing back in.
Your clock.
Everybody leave me alone. I'm just high. Everybody leave me alone.
Fine. Okay. As we are counting down to the end of the year, I just wanted to talk about it. How do you like that?
Okay.
I just wanted to talk about it.
Let's
talk about some of the biggest moments in sports in 2023. What do you think?
Okay.
All right. Let's see what we got here. We might have some. Let me see. Do I have to come out of this graphics? Here we go. All right. So LeBron James passes Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Thoughts?
Best player to ever play. I love having this go. I love having this go conversation all the time. I was a huge impressionable teenager sports fan when Michael Jordan was around. I mean, that was when the NBA was the best. But there's no better athlete in the history of sports than LeBron James. Now, clutch and certain things, it's hard to determine from era to era. But as far as just athletic specimen, there's not been a better player than LeBron James. So I am a big LeBron guy. I don't know where your love and hate relationship is with him. I know Cleveland kind of has a love-hate relationship with him, but I think he's the best, and I'm glad to see him break all the records.
I love him too. No hate for nothing but love for him. I'm glad that you said that because I agree with everything that you said. And there's really nothing more to add, but awesome. I love seeing it. Just a kid from Akron. That's my man.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else we got. Okay. All right, this was Jamont. And I think this was on Instagram, right? I think on his Instagram story, he flashes his gun 2 times. Ruins. I think it's going to ruins his career. What do you have to say about this?
I'll tell you what. Every time I flashed my gun on Instagram, I've been in plenty of trouble. So I understand. It's you would think you would think you would know better. I always get baffled by things like this because the first thing I would do, my dad used to tell me this when he was alive, and whenever I would complain about these guys and athletes acting stupid, he'd be like, Louis, you are a douchebag with $10 in your pocket. Imagine how bad you would be with millions of dollars. And he was right. I get it. I try to be empathetic of that. I try to realize that. But the first thing I would do is if I ever started making that money, I'd hire somebody just to walk around me all the time and tell me when I'm doing something stupid. And I just don't understand the thinking. Obviously, there's mental health issues there. So like I don't want to like, make too much fun of it or anything, but man, someone has to be there to like tell him that this isn't a good idea. And then he did it a second time. Like you said, like twice. Like he did it again. What? It was just so crazy. Yeah, whatever. I hope he's getting the help he needs.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes that's just an idiot thing to do. I mean, why would you do that? It's stupid. It's idiotic, dumb. All right, next, we're moving on. Oh, Deion Sanders. What do you think about Deion Sanders and how he changed the coaching in college?
It's he got. We've talked. I've said this word a few times. I mean, whatever. He's a great personality, and he's great for the sport. Is he a great coach? Because Colorado had one big upset, and then everybody wanted to bet him. All the years that they showed who they. In Dennis Green's famous words, they are who they thought we were, or something like that. I think I may have messed up the quote there, but they were who we thought they were. They were they were fine, and he's always great to get in front of a microphone and to promote the sport. Is he the next coming of Bear Bryant? I don't think so, but I'm glad that he has a prevalent role in the sport because his personality is only good for any kind of marketing for the game.
Yeah, he's awesome. Come on, it's Deion freaking Sanders. Like he's like the original fashionista. He's the original, like, look at him. He's flashy. Prime time.
Remember him in the Too Legit to Quit video when we were
Too Legit.
Yeah. That was again going back to the GOATs. Like he was definitely we talked about LeBron in basketball. I think Deion's one of my GOATs in football. I mean, the way he changed the game. And he wasn't people talk about the two-sport athlete and how he was much better in football, but he was not a bad baseball player too. And that's like one of the most impressive things in the world to have done what he did in the 90s and played both sports.
Yeah. We love you, Deion. Keep it bougie. What else do we got here? Pat Mahomes. What do you think about Pat Mahomes? That final drive to again, we're talking about this happened in 2023. I know it needs to be about that. The final drive, the hurt foot was in his left leg or foot. I don't know. I just remember him being injured, him wobbling back, and him winning the freaking Super Bowl.
It was a little dramatic, I think. That was but no, he was listen, he's having a rough year this year, and I think for a lot of different reasons, but there's I'd be stupid or naive to say he's not one of the best players of all time. And last year's Super Bowl was just another magical moment in his career. So I think everybody around him sucks. Like his wife sucks, his brother sucks. Like I think
his family.
Yeah. Like everybody around him sucks. But it's hard to hate on him, even though he sounds like Kermit the Frog and looks like Darlene from Roseanne.
Yeah, his voice sucks, his hair sucks, but he doesn't. No, all right. Let's see, what else do we have? Tom Brady. I know this feels like it wasn't this year because it feels like we talked about it over and over, but Tom Brady, when he retired this year, let's use the word again, go. I don't know. That's how I feel. Nothing but love again. I can't see anything. It's Tom freaking Brady. What are you going to say? Go ahead. Try to say something.
Hate him. I mean, you got I mean, as a Bills fan, I hate him. And the thing is that his personality has become hard to hate him as a person. Like he's actually shown, like in his last few years of his career, like some decent humor. I think he's a pretty normal person. I don't hate him as a person, but man, as someone who is fully responsible for making me feel inadequate for 17 straight
I think
years.
he's a pretty normal person. I mean, he's played quarterback till he's 45 years old. Won
Yeah, just he's
Super Bowl rings. He's very attractive. Just your average.
He's not. Look at put his picture next to mine bigger. Look at it. Attractive. There's not much of a difference at all.
Then, I mean, when he played for the Patriots back in the day before he married
he was responsible. Yeah, they won 15, 16 straight division championships with the Bills in the division. I mean, he was responsible for, my low self-esteem before I even knew I had it. So
there you go.
He's going to play again too. That's before we move on. Now I'll make that prediction. He plays somewhere again. He's not done.
All right. See if you have anything else. That's the Denver Nuggets, right? When they won their first NBA championship. I was happy to see them win. What's that guy's name? The big guy on the team? Yes. Yeah. He's amazing. I mean, that's one of the most exciting things to watch, don't you think, is that NBA championship? Like, I don't care who's in it, you always watch it. But he was fun watching that. So I was happy to see that.
A lot of people, I grew up in the 90s, which was great basketball and, the dynasties. And then I kind of hated how the game started changing over the last 10, 12 years. And I would watch more so for players. And we talked about one of them all the time is LeBron. Like I would just kind of root for LeBron wherever he was, or a couple other guys that I would really enjoy watching. Jokic is becoming that player for me. Like his skill set for his size is just totally different than what you'd ever seen before. And it's fun just to watch him kind of play and dominate at his level. And, as a Buffalo, and I know you have the Cleveland connection, like as a lovable loser cities, like it's kind of cool to watch a team that's never won it win, right? Like I'm always pulling for the underdog. So, love the story, love Jokic, and he's becoming one of my favorites to watch.
And I'm pretty sure our girl Lysandra, who's actually in the back producing us today, got to go to. I think she got to hold the ring or something.
Hold the ring?
Let us know. Rate me and tell me. Hold the ring. Kiss the ring, baby. She kissed it. How you like that?
Okay.
Yes. All right. Let's see what else we have. Okay, this is something. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. WNBA took. It got really popular this year. I think this is the most watched fight of any year. What do you think? This is such a big controversy. Remember, like all the memes that went on after this.
Yeah. It was fun. It was fun to watch it. It was fun to see, like you said. I mean, that's probably the biggest. It's definitely the biggest that college basketball has gotten as far as notoriety. And again, for all the controversy that Angel Reese gets, like she's great for the sport, right? Like she brings attention to the sport, and I love
her. I love it. I was all about it. I'd be like, I thought it was great. Who cares? This is
it's confidence, right? Like I don't know. I think sports needs.
Do this all the time. Get out of here. Watch any game. This is nothing.
Yeah.
And then we don't. This is what we see. Can you imagine the stuff we don't see? The stuff they say to each other. The stuff they do to each other.
Yeah.
What's wrong with this? This is two competitive women's basketball players are at the best of their game, and they're passionate about what they want to do. And like she said, was she saying, "Where's your ring?" or "Where's the ring?" or
Yeah. No, it's definitely it was fun. It's a fun rivalry, and hopefully it continues into their professional careers too. Like like you said, like it's only going to help not just female college basketball, but it could, carry over into their professional careers into the WNBA, which would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm glad to see the attention get to the sport, and I'm glad that we're talking about it. And this little incident here did nothing but there's no such thing as bad publicity, right?
No.
So I think it was good. It got people talking, and I like it. I'm excited to see what happens in 24. All righty, what else we got? Oh my gosh. Okay, so did you watch Full Swing?
I did not. I know I've heard great things about it, and I know a lot of people have said how great it is. I have not seen it yet.
Yeah, it's like Real Housewives with golf players. So good. It's got me interested into the sport. Actually, my mom loved to golf. So that's my mom always golfs. She's left-handed. I mean, yeah, she's left. Oh my gosh, that's so weird. It's the first time she was. Isn't that crazy? It took me off my game. Really? Okay. Anyways, live TV. So I never could play with her clubs or anything, and she's a lot shorter. So I want to learn how to golf. And this year, Full Swing came on Netflix. So, like I said, it was juicy and I liked it. And I think I'm really good at golf. I mean, I'm amazing, actually. I won like 3 times.
Are you amazing at putt-putt? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, gosh.
Miniature golf?
No, but I'm amazing at real golf.
I will put that to the test. Why don't we do an extra day at the expo next weekend, and we'll go golfing one day? That's
a deal.
Okay.
Not next weekend in August.
What's that?
Not when you mean when the Fantasy Football Expo comes around.
Yeah.
In August, because I'll have some more lessons under my belt by then.
Yeah, we'll stream it. We'll stream it live. We'll do that's what's going to happen here with the PGA Tour and Live Golf is eventually they're just going to break apart, and it's going to be a war between the two.
I know, which made it cool, and that was a big theme, and that I think will guarantee that Full Swing will have a second season. So, which means I'm still going to have to golf, and I got a couple cute golf outfits. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we have here. We just established this was a soccer team that won in Columbus, which is really awesome. Columbus Crew. Anytime that an Ohio team wins a championship, it's a big moment in sports, don't you think?
Sure. I found out who they were about 37 seconds ago, and I'm very proud of them, the town of Columbus, and everything that you did for their championship run, because I know you were a very key part to them winning. I heard you were giving them calls and inspirational videos. Yeah. I heard that they all won right there. I don't know if you see the guy, just these guys hands up second, and he's got a little bougie sports pin right on his jersey. So,
oh my God, I didn't mean to use that picture. Like, why would you bring that up and tell everybody what the connection is? That's so rude. Yes.
I don't have a lot to say about the team. I did not watch one Columbus Crew game this year. I apologize. I was gonna get season tickets, and it just was a long ride for me from here to Columbus. So,
do you have a soccer team?
No, I don't think we do. I don't think we do in Buffalo. We have a lacrosse team. We have a lot.
Do you have any team that won anything?
Yeah, actually, our lacrosse team won the championship last year.
You could have brought that up, but you didn't. I would give that kind of pay. Some other notable things that I have on here, I don't really know. Damar Hamlin, that was this year when he had cardiac arrest on the field. I'll never forget that. Really don't have much to say about that. I'm just glad that he's well. And anything to say on that, or it was sad to see, right? Crazy to see.
Yeah, I mean, it's associated with like two of the worst days of my personal life. So Damar Hamlin and I will up. Yes, my 2-year-old's up. So she might be doing a segment here. But no,
she's probably more entertaining than you are.
Me and Hamlin will definitely have a connection for those. It was a very, very the craziest experience I've had in sports. We're lucky to have had him survive.
Okay. Did you see when I said okay? Could you tell I didn't listen?
Yeah, 100%.
There's a way, like when you can really tell if you say it, like the way people say things. Like if you guys were listening, the way I said okay was a lie. I listened to nothing he said, like the last sentence, because I was reading the message.
I know.
So I have no idea what you said, but sure. Yeah, that was the bomb. I agree.
I know 100% how you are already.
Yeah, I know.
You want to do a podcast? Here, you want to say hi on a podcast?
Hi.
All right. We're going to say hi. Can you say hi? Say that's a bet. Say hi, Yvette.
Hi. Hi.
All right. You want to take Dada's phone and go play?
I seen your Barbies.
Yeah. Oh, what Barbies do you have?
No, I seen the picture you showed me of her dream house.
Okay.
Isn't that
go
the dream
ahead.
house?
Here, you drop it. All right. You go in there with Dada's phone. All right. Dada's going to finish the podcast. Sorry.
We love it.
Go ahead. Say bye.
A little hair.
All right.
What's sexier than a dad? Nothing.
What's sexier than a dad? Nothing. No, it's not.
No.
Maybe if this dad did his hair before the podcast, it'd be sexier. But yeah, she cut nap time down pretty big time. I'll tell you that.
You're lucky you're still getting nap time. So. Yeah, well, that's okay. I'm gonna get us through this.
I'm good now.
You all good?
I kicked her. I put her in the closet. She's fine.
Listen, I'm all off. Did you put her back in the closet?
Yeah, she's back in the closet.
Good. Awesome. Good to know. I wanted to talk a couple more themes of 2023 because this is supposed to be my Barbara Walters moment. 2023 Dateline special. Okay. Anyways, let's talk about some of the big things in entertainment just really quickly. The movies that were Barbie and Oppenheimer. I seen Barbie. I didn't see the other one. Glad to see people going back to the movies. And what do you think? Did you see the other one, right?
Yeah. So I seen Oppenheimer, Oppenheimer is a funny story. I went and the city next to me, I go to movies by myself. I don't know if you're this type. Will you listen to me? God, you're so
people's favorite movies. You go to the movies by yourself, you loser.
Hold on. Let me not pay attention to you either. No, Oppenheimer was a funny story. I always go to movies by myself. I sat down next to actually I'm self-employed. My manager for my company was there by himself or with his girlfriend, and we sat and I saw him like a couple days later and at work, and I go, "What'd you think of the movie?" And he was like, "Okay, there you go." I go, "What'd you think of the movie?" And he goes, "Oh, it was great. What did you think of the movie?" And I was like, "Man, I loved it." And he was like, "How could you even say?" He said I was sleeping for 45 minutes, and I don't even remember. It's a long movie. I cannot watch a 3.5-hour movie without at least taking a small nap.
Who could? I'd be like scared of someone that could watch a 3.5-hour movie and pay attention.
It was great. It was incredible. I also saw the flowers of the something moon or whatever that is. That was an incredible movie, and that was 3.5 hours. And the smart move. I had a buddy, Joe DiBiase on Buffalo Radio. He has the movie pass, and he went to watch the first half one day, because you could go to unlimited movies. So he went and watched the first half of the movie one day, went home, and then timed it the next time he went to go watch the second half of the movie.
That's brilliant.
That's so brilliant. It was
like
the most brilliant movie ever.
I love it. I love
So
that.
good.
I wanted to read off because I asked on X what was your favorite movie of the year. I just wanted to read some of them. Leave the World Behind. Did you watch that? I just seen that with Julia Roberts. That was so good. I watched it.
I thought it was good. I thought it was really good.
And guess what happened? Literally the next day after I seen it, which was only a couple days, I go in my backyard, 2 fucking deer looking right at me. I'm like, mother.
Insane. I have a video.
Yeah.
Same thing. 2 days later, I take my daughter to daycare, and like in the back of the daycare, like there's like this big like open grass, and there's like 20 deer out there, and I was like, all right, we're getting in the fucking truck.
I'm freaked out by it now. Oh my gosh. Top Gun. Did you see Top Gun? I think I seen it. I think I fell asleep during it. Not because it wasn't good. If I say I fell asleep during something, doesn't mean it because it was good. Because
I say that all the time about sex. I get it.
Exactly. Oppenheimer, on season, yes. Equalizer, is that new? Equalizer 3. Oh yeah, a couple people said that, so that must be. Barbie, The Sound of Freedom, Mission Impossible, Godzilla -1, Dark Harvest, Leave the World Behind, a lot of Leave the World Behinds, Oppenheimer. Oh, I wanted to see this Everything Everywhere All at Once. Somebody said that was phenomenal. But
that's what like swept the Oscars. They won all the Oscars. Everything all
at once, everywhere. Won everything all at once.
They won everything all
everything.
At once.
What? Yeah. Liar face. All right. What else do you? Okay. Well, listen. We're at 2:47. I don't like to go more than an hour because I feel like people lose their attention span. I think they lose their attention span for me like after 10 minutes. So I'm not quite sure. But a few other things. I was going to say help. All right, we don't have to talk about anything sad. Anything else? Talk about? How's your fantasy football teams? Are you going into championships on anything?
I did really good regular season, and then I really shit the bed in a lot of playoffs. So I had the 48th overall team in the BBM 4 in the regular season. There's 667,000 entries in that, and I was 48th overall. That won me about $5,000. So that was not 7,500. So that was nice. I had a lot of other really. I had a couple main event teams and that I drafted in Vegas, a couple $2,000 teams that did really well in the regular season and shit the bed in the playoffs. So it was a productive year. But if I broke down the amount of hours I spent on fantasy football, I think I could have made more money at Burger King. But it was still a winning year.
Did you have fun?
Yes, always have fun. And it led me to you.
I know, exactly. And you had me at hello.
I did have you at hello. I don't know if I had you at hello, but I definitely had you shortly thereafter. And then, then you had your other friend with you that fell in love with me. Then you fell in love from afar. It's, it's really.
How could I not help myself?
It's tough. It's tough.
It's really tough. It's tough for me to control myself right now, to be honest. Yeah. If your daughter wasn't here right now, Louie. Yeah.
But I know she's really cock blocking right now. What was the sad stuff you didn't want to talk about? Oh, you didn't want to talk about.
Well, no, I was going to talk about like the people we lost this year. Remember, but I only thought about 2: Tina Turner and Matt Perry. And I know there's probably a lot more.
Matt Perry was a big one, man. Matt Perry, like, I don't usually get caught up in celebrity deaths or anything like that. Matt Perry was a scary one. Are you done?
I mean, who was more funny? I mean, he was my favorite friend.
He was by far the
I like
best
sarcasm.
friend.
Like I like the way his humor was the best. Like he was just the best.
Yeah, he was by far the best.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You can keep asking questions, but she's gonna want to sit in on this.
Hi.
Can you say hi?
Hi.
Did Santa come to your house yesterday?
What did Santa get you? Presents. What did he get you? What kind of presents?
Yeah, Barbie.
Barbie.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Ariel
You've been a
Barbie.
good girl.
Yeah.
Ariel Barbie.
Ariel Barbie.
Oh, Ariel's my favorite.
Yeah.
Ariel Barbie. Ariel Barbie.
All right, guys. Well, since we brought the kid to the party, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. We brought a baby to the bar.
She'll tell you every single Barbie that there is in the world right
It's
now.
adorable. We'll have to get our girls together and have a play party. Or what's it
Play
called?
party.
Play date. I had I'm wearing red today because it's Christmas day after. And I had to wear brown, but this clash, so turn it. Now I look really like Christmas. Are you excited for the new year?
I'm not a New Year person. Are you a New Year person? Me and Bina were just talking
that's
about
me.
that. All right. New Year's. I need a new year in my life. This last year, and I know I'm preaching to the choir. I know you've had a rough last month. This year of my life was pretty shitty. So I need a recharge for sure and a change. But I'm not a big New Year's Eve guy. I think I told you I'm turning 40 in a couple weeks. I think that hangovers have made that day not as fun. I'm not a big amateur drinking day guy. Like I'm a professional alcoholic. I want to go out on a Monday afternoon, do some day drinking, but I don't need to go out when everybody else is out doing their thing. It's not. So I got the little one here. I told my ex she can go and do the partying. I'm gonna stay home with the little one and make some steak and lobster for us, and we're gonna live it up.
Sounds like a great way to bring in the new year, if you ask me. I think that's perfect way to bring in the new year.
Right.
Yeah. So I did. What? Sorry, I was thinking about something else to say, and then I just lost my track of thought. We're like live.
We're like live. What are you doing for New Year's? I'll host the show. I'll lead you. And what are you doing?
I haven't decided yet. I have a couple things out in the atmosphere. My friends are having a party. I don't know, like New Year's. I don't know. I think
you look like somebody that would love a good dress and party.
A little dress moment would be a little moment.
Yeah,
I would take it. I would totally take it.
I know you're Vanderpump Rules girl.
Yes,
and sure. I know you want your moment.
I love getting dressed up. I do. So fun. I love fashion. I love putting on clothes. I love wearing heels. And I love wearing sports clothes. That's why I'm bougie.
That's why we can't ever hang out, because you're already taller than me, and then you get in these heels that are 5 inches too tall. What are you drinking?
Starbucks. I told you. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I don't know if I'm good during the day.
I don't think it's not that you're good during the day. I think I think it may have been some pre-show challenges that you set yourself.
Drinking them that early in the morning.
At 9 o'clock this morning, you go, okay, 1 o'clock. You go, I'll try to get myself together. I go, who needs 4 hours to get yourself together? I legit was like, what is she talking about?
Wait, shut up! Like, why are you telling everybody things? Jeez, oh man, that's stuff you don't say when we're online. This is so weird. Like, this is going really weird. What else are you gonna say? Huh?
You don't want me to tell you about the other text messages you send me.
Oh, what? Oh yeah, sure. Okay, I'm trying to put this on this way. Okay. Oh my God, I'm losing it. You're really.
I just get you off your game.
You do. Maybe it's always a pleasure when you come on the show. I know. I think I'm gonna have to go take a shower after this. Actually, it's so hot. It's really good. It's really good. Is anyone there? What's up, everyone? My name's Yvette. I'm a fan of the 10 and 5 Cleveland Browns. Woo, woo, woo. Go Browns. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. What do you guys say?
Let's hope for a Brownies Bills playoff game so we can get together.
Oh my God, that would be so much
That'd be
fun.
fun. Yeah,
Yes,
that would
and
be
then the Browns will win, and then it would even be better.
fun.
Awesome. Well, I just wanted to say, I hope you guys all have a safe, wonderful New Year's Eve night, and no matter what you decide to do, and if you make any New Year's resolutions, I hope you stick to them. And I don't know what else to say. I just feel like I'm looking forward to 2024, and it's a really exciting year for us as Browns fans going into 2024. And yeah, Louis.
Well, thanks for having me as always. And I'm excited to see you Thursday on Analytics Report the Nerds. And yeah, to all your listeners, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and go Browns unless they play the Bills.
Yes, alrighty then. Well, I want to go ahead and plug a couple of things. We like sports podcasts tomorrow at 5:30 with Evan Columbus. Next week we have the Squad Pod at 8 o'clock with Lana and Lysandra, and then I'll be back with the Bougie Sports Podcast. I have a lot of people on for next year. A lot, big people. Bam.
Wait,
and, especially I got some big names in fantasy. I'm just saying.
None bigger than me, right?
Oh my! I got one friend, Lana. Yay! I love her.
I do too. We were on the podcast together, and now we follow each other. So every time she puts something on, I just I do what I do whenever there's the hot. I like it just so she knows I'm thinking about her. You know.
Oh, you give her the hot girl like.
Yep, hot girl like.
Have you ever seen that? There's a funny reel that I think did I just send it to you when the guy goes, "I can't help myself. I just have to press the fire emoji." Oh my God! It's like the guy who can't help himself on the Instagram story press the fire emoji.
Yeah, I try not to be, thirsty. I'm not a thirst animal, but sometimes you just gotta let people know that they're looking good.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I love you guys. Yeah, I don't. It's better than telling people they're looking bad, right? I mean, you could go that way. So yeah, let's also want to tell these girls. That's not a good segue. Say if you want to tell these girls that they're looking good, watch them next Tuesday. I love that. I love the Squad Pod, and I say this because it's completely produced by women, and they do everything from pre-production meeting to talking about things, and they're really into it, and they're really good and smart, and I love learning from them. And it's so fun to work with people that you learn off of, and just inspire you. So let's go ahead and support the Squad. Oh no, everybody wants to say hi. Go Browns. What's up? Go Browns. Yeah, so okay, yeah. So okay. Alrighty, I think I'm done.
I mean, yeah, you could just say bye, right?
Leave. What do you think? I think it's done 10 minutes ago. I'm hungry too.
I didn't realize you were live.
If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button for Louie here. Also hit that notification bell because you'll never know when I'm going to go live because I do what I want. Okay. Also, Happy New Year. I think that's all. I don't think I want to leave. I think that's why I keep dragging it out.
Did you take your Adderall today? I feel like you need.
Because I have energy.
I feel like you missed one of your medications.
That's how you're gonna close it off the year. He started the show dissing my intelligence, and then he's gonna forget it now.
It wouldn't be me if we didn't have a little bit of playful banter.
Are you gonna try to get an Airbnb again?
Oh, whoa! Do you
want to bring that up?
What I just
wanted. An Airbnb romantic.
Listen,
hot tub, 1 bedroom.
How many friends?
Just life.
How many friends don't go to Airbnbs with a hot tub together? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
Yeah, Louie invited me to this romantic trip together, and I was like, Larry, I'm not into you though. I don't think what do you mean? We just wanted to go friends in a 1-bedroom apartment, 300 square feet,
Yes.
waterbed.
She's lying, baby girl.
Hide
Don't
your
listen
ears.
to her. Earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
All right. Well, I'm
All
glad
right, well, on that
I'm glad I
note,
said
I love
one
you.
mean thing and then you
We'll
blew me
Airbnb
up.
it.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Go Browns.